What you're looking at is the largest Chrysotype ever printed. My name is Eugene Puckett. I made this over the 4th of July weekend. It's a Texas Chrysotype. It's made with a solution of 10% gold and 40% ammonium ferrous oxalate. You're undoubtedly aware that ammonium ferrous oxalate is the 21st century update to ammonium ferric oxalate. It makes possible dry printout on bone dry paper of platinum, palladium, and gold alone or in any combination you desire. It also makes possible developing out gold with silver for the first time, the electrum type carry. And it makes possible printing gold and platinum together for pictorial results, not atmospheric, colorful results for the first time. This print measures, the image measures 40 by 53 inches. Obviously, I did not make a direct contact print from a film negative. I used an inkjet negative. Many people, I'm sure, watching this have heard of inkjet negatives, that you can make them directly from digital images that you capture with a high megapixel digital camera. You could use anything, I think, for this size, at least 24 megapixels, 36 megapixels, or even the ridiculously expensive IQ 180, 80 megapixel back. It costs $48,000, considerably more than my camera. You could use any of those to capture the image and then have an inkjet negative made from that. In this case, because of the wide latitude, I wanted to be able to record my negative, which was 6.5 by 8.5 inches, I used film. I used a fairly slow ISO 100 black and white sheet film that has a latitude or dynamic range in digital terms of approximately 16 stops. That's 4 stops wider than I could have obtained with digital. That was important because of the lighting on the facade of this subject, the Alamo at night. I took the negative and I had it drum scanned. I had it drum scanned at 3200 dpi. There's an internet myth that scanning sheet film above 2000 dpi is a waste of effort. It's absurd. The lens and film combination I used resolved approximately 60 line pairs per millimeter. That's 3000 dpi. And I had the scan at that resolution for that reason. And that was by Bobby Valentine of gclayprint.net in Boulder, Colorado. And Bobby then printed for me on an Epson 11880 printer, which is capable, by the way, of printing images as wide as 60 inches. So you could conceivably make a 5 foot by 9 foot or 5 foot by 7.5 foot from a full frame digital. I chose not to go that far. I decided 7 diameters of enlargement was the limit for the film that's been scanned. And I got this from Bobby. This is the negative. This is actually not the negative that I used for this. It's very similar, but I rejected it. I had very specific designs for the negative I wanted, and Mr. Valentine worked with me very willingly to ensure that I got the results I wanted. I'm very grateful to him for his dedication. Once I had this big negative, somehow I had to get it flat with the paper. It's not as easy as with a little negative, even one on Pictorico, run out of your inkjet printer, 8 by 10 or 1 by 14. That's easy. This is difficult. In order to get this flat and to get a sharp image, this is a contact print frame I constructed. There's acrylic here. It's 3/8 inch thick. It's a big sheet of acrylic. I placed the negative against it in the back, and then the paper against that, and then I had 9 of these. These are slats, 2 by 1, through which I drilled 2-inch screws, and to those I attached corks, bottle corks. I could then adjust the pressure of the paper holding it against the negative exactly as I desired, because the frame, of course, curves under the pressure. So these towards the center had to be unscrewed and pressed farther to hold the paper flat at the center. My dog is watching this attentively. At any rate, this I then attached to the back of the frame with gate clamps. And these clamps like so. Very simple method. I would not do it a second time. When I reprint this with a different metal, which incidentally will not be silver, gold, platinum, or palladium, I leave it to your imagination to speculate what I have in mind next. When I do that, I will instead tape my negative, stretch it taut, and tape it against the back of the glass. And then I will use some sort of flat spring approach to hold the paper against the negative. I think I'll be happier with the results. It took me about an hour to adjust all of the corks on all 9 slats. So again, this is a Texas Chrysotype. This image is only possible, and that's why I'm sure it's the largest, it's only possible with the Texas Chrysotype process. The very nice Chrysotype Rex process developed by Mr. King, who's a very good fellow, very resourceful. His process requires developing out a partially or weakly printed image with an 8% solution of gold chloride. You would need quite a lot of gold chloride to develop out a print this size. I estimate about $3,000 worth. I didn't spend anywhere near that on this image. And as I found with the Electrum type, if I don't get my developer poured out evenly fast, I end up with blotchiness and areas that simply don't print out or that turn funky colors, even funkier than the colors of this. And with the other process, the old Chrysotype S, well, you've got to hydrate your paper, you've got to figure out some way to keep the paper from drying out when you coat it, and then you've got to figure out some way to rehydrate it, and then somehow you've got to get it to print out. It just wouldn't work. This is it. Again, my name is Richard Eugene Puckett. I'm the inventor of the Texas Chrysotype process, the Electrum type carry, the Fannin type dry printout, and, as I'll be showing in a video soon, the Rodeo type carry,